Govian Broadcast News.
Hello, my name is Greg, bringing you the last broadcast of the school year. In this video, we will go over many recent events and projects at the school. I will bring you highlights of Raku, robotics, the Tough Mudder, the play, and Anthony will come by for sports.
So Jay, what did you think of the Tough Mudder?
I really liked it. It was difficult, but still a lot of fun.
Would you recommend the Tough Mudder?
I'd recommend the Tough Mudder to anyone because it was a great experience and I got to see how far I could really push myself.
Thank you. I'll give it back to you on campus.
War paint.
I always love when my fat guys make bad ninjas do
I'm Anthony. Welcome to the Sports Days. Spring sports are here, and first I'll be talking with varsity lacrosse. Sasha, you're the varsity lacrosse captain. How do you think your season's going so far?
So far, our season's gone well.
Which players have impressed you the most this season?
Joyce always works hard. Zach was a big surprise because he's a first-year student, and he really stepped up in goal for us.
When's your next game?
The next game is tomorrow against Buffalo Public Schools.
Thank you. Hi, here with Nasir. Nasir, how do you think your season's been going so far for modified lacrosse?
I think we're having a really, really good season.
So, when's your next game?
Today.
So, who is the most surprising player on your team?
I'd probably have to say Jared. He's never played before, but he has a pretty strong shot.
Thanks. Here with William from varsity tennis. Will, how do you think your season's been going so far this year?
Our season this year is going very well. We won our 5th division champion title in a row this year.
Congrats. How was it to watch Mason and Will battle it out?
It was fun because we kind of cheered for both sides. It was kind of a fight to the death.
Cool. What are you looking forward to next year?
Next year we'll be looking forward for new players. With Mason gone, we will all have to step up, and hopefully we can rise up the challenge.
Thanks.
Now joining me is Miss Bouse talking about Raku. So Miss Bouse, what is the Raku workshop?
Well, the Raku workshop is when a professional artist, Thomas Hooper, who works in the community, comes out here and teaches the students how to create Raku pieces and fire with a Raku firing.
What is the difference between the Raku firing and a normal firing process?
Well, with the typical firing process, we put the pieces in the kiln and fire them overnight for about 8 hours, and they get to about 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit. With the Raku, we fire them outside with a propane kiln, and in about 40 minutes, we take them up to 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit. We then pull them out when they're red hot and put them into garbage cans with combustibles in them and light them on fire. As they burn for a while, we lid the cans and we cut the fire off from its oxygen, and then the smoke seeps into the pieces, turning them black.
And how do kids like the Raku?
Oh, they really enjoy the Raku workshop, learning about the process and helping to light the pieces on fire.
Well, thank you, Ms. Bouse.
Hi, I'm Shane, and this is the Raku workshop, and I will be glazing my snake in copper green. There it is. The point of this is to add extra layers to give it more of a glossy type look, and hopefully we'll give it the scales I'm looking for, and I guess we'll see what happens.
This was just pulled out of the garbage can, and you can see how this clay body has actually turned black because the carbon has absorbed into the clay, and it will stay like that. And that is very traditional to Raku firing. This piece was fired this morning, and it was done by Shane.
I'm sitting with Chris, who is the director of Mere Mortals in the Gow School production. Tell me about the play.
Well, the play went pretty well. I think we all came together, worked really good as a team. The audience loved it. I hope so, and I believe so, from their laughter. I think we all around did wonderful.
How much time did it take for your cast to memorize their lines?
I'm not gonna lie, it took the whole time. It took weeks on end for them to memorize. But we had fun doing it at the same time. We played games at the side. We took breaks. We went over lines constantly. So it took some time, but in the end, it turned out really good.
How did you think the play turned out?
I believe the play turned out great. I heard the people in the audience laugh. I heard people chant their names. I believe the play went wonderful and absolutely great.
What was it like to direct your play?
It was really stressful. I didn't think it would be that stressful. It was pretty hard. Like I see Mr. Brodana doing that. I'm like, oh, it's easy. Then I actually do it, I'm like, this is hard. I would not. If I could do it again, I guess I would. It has some upsides, it has downsides, it has sides, but it was pretty fun.
I'm sitting with Shelby, who directed the Philadelphia in the drama production. What's the play like?
Well, the play is about two men in a Twilight Zone metaphysical location known as Philadelphia.
How much time did it take your cast to feel comfortable and to memorize their lines?
I think it took them a couple weeks, but once they got comfortable with it, they got really comfortable with it.
How do you think the play turned out?
I think it turned out wonderful, but of course, it's my play, so I'm going to think so.
What was it like to direct the play?
It was difficult knowing the boundaries between, well, I'm their peers, but I'm also in charge. How do I decide which?
Would you ever direct a play again?
Oh yes, I'd definitely do it again. It was a wonderful opportunity.
I'm sitting with Kevin, who is the director of Words, Words, Words. What was the play about?
It was about three monkeys trying to type in and trying to write about Hamlet, but they couldn't do it.
How much time did it take for your actors to learn the lines?
I guess about about a month over, 2 months max, on there somewhere. Hang on a second.
How do you think the play turned out?
Well, it turned out good, but kind of they skipped lines. But everything went okay. Everyone said that they were actually very good. So I assumed that it was pretty okay.
What was it like to direct the play?
Difficult in a way. I mean, I had to handle them when they are kind of stressed out, and a few times they kind of don't listen, and sometimes they have trouble actually acting it out and going out of out character. But in a way, after they got used to it, it went okay, and it was kind of fun.
Would you direct the play again?
Well, I'm not really sure if I want to or not. But however, if I have a chance, and then for fun, then yes, but not for grades.
Hi, I'm Lelena, and right now I'm sitting with Kristen, director of Impromptu for the Gauss School play. Tell me about the play.
The play is 4 actors going on stage and being told to improvise a play.
How much time did it take for your cast to learn the lines?
My cast had their lines mostly memorized before the show, but the week before was definitely crunch time for them.
How do you think the play turned out?
I think it went very well. The actors did a very great job, and even if they skipped a line or something, they kept going, and they got the play across.
What was it like to direct the play?
It was an interesting experience. It was definitely not something I've had before, but I think it will help a lot because I want to be a teacher. So working with students gave me a good perspective on what it's like to be a teacher.
Would you ever want to direct a Gao play again?
I would. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Later, friends.